Hold on. Mataya, present thyself.
God. Mataya Bambanyam Banya Shala.
Mataya Bambanyam Banya Shala.
Yahba Shem Yahsha Brakatan.
Yahba Shem Yahsha Brakatan.
Yashala.
Hold on. Mighty, which means to stand. Wapa Yahakadosh means to turn and face east. We'll say the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Melakufka. Taba'ah. Batazayik. Hayah. Aisha. Baratiza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. The thunder now. The come. Cow. Yawam. Wasalak now. Have a wife now. Kasalak now. Have a wife now. Mala'ah. Taba'ah now. Manasaya Wam. Abu. Have a shy now. Maya. Rad. Kaya. Laka. Hamalaku. Raha'ala. Right the part. Wawalamim. Amen. In English, our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. From thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
So be it. We'll say Hakak the power. Yahweh. Hashem Yahusha. Abkashah. Thunder now. Hakak. Lafa'ah. Kamakala. Kamarawa. Hakak. Lataha. Hamatazaraya. Hakak. Lahak. Hamatna. Hakak. Akawa. Tama'ala. Garshun. Hashem Yahusha.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
We're going to say, bless Israel, Yahweh. Hashem Yahusha. Baraklanah. Yashala. Bahabiyah. Sapariah. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Hashem Yahusha.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. We're going to say Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayaya.
Ayaya.
Ahahaya.
Ahahaya.
Ma'ayah.
Ma'ayah.
Yala'ah.
Yala'ah.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ay.
Ma'ay.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Wa'aratazah. Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Number what?
Number what?
Regard.
Regard.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shemar.
Shemar.
Hanah.
Hanah.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Bala'ah.
Bala'ah.
Yashub.
Yashub.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'al.
Yasha'al.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shemar.
Shemar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tizalka.
Tizalka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yom-Yuk.
Yom-Yuk.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakak.
Yakak.
Bayirak.
Bayirak.
Balayillah.
Balayillah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashemar.
Yashemar.
Kalra.
Kalra.
Yashemar.
Yashemar.
After Pasha.
After Pasha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashemar.
Yashemar.
Tazafka.
Tazafka.
Wabawafka.
Wabawafka.
Ma'aytha.
Ma'aytha.
Ma'ayt Awalam.
Ma'ayt Awalam.
Waram.
Waram. In English, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my
My
help?
help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and
He will
earth.
not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve
from
thee
all evil.
from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy going
from this time forth.
from this time forth.
And even forevermore.
Even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Psalms 83. Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Adamayilaka.
Adamayilaka.
Atakaras.
Atakaras.
Atashakwa.
Atashakwa.
Al. Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Al-Yabdika.
Al-Yabdika.
Yahamma
Yawan.
Wamashanaika.
Wamashanaika.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yariyamwa.
Yariyamwa.
Sawar.
Sawar.
Wayatayaitiswa.
Wayatayaitiswa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amar.
Amar.
Lakaw.
Lakaw.
Walakakia.
Walakakia.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Shem Yashab.
Shem Yashab.
Aiwa.
Aiwa.
Kaya. Nawaitiswa. La. Yakar.
Yakar.
Al-Yakar.
Al-Yakar.
Bariyah.
Bariyah.
Yakarath.
Yakarath.
Ahalia.
Ahalia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashaba Alia.
Wayashaba Alia.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Waimawan.
Waimawan.
Waimalak.
Waimalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Amishabi.
Amishabi.
Tazawul.
Tazawul.
Gamashawu.
Gamashawu.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aimam.
Aimam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zaruwai.
Zaruwai.
Baylawat.
Baylawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Hamadi.
Hamadi.
Kasara.
Sarah.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Wanakol.
Wanakol.
For Yashua.
Yashua.
Nashimadu.
Nashimadu.
Ayanda Ira.
Ayanda Ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Damam.
Damam.
Laadama.
Laadama.
Chayatumba.
Shayatumba.
Nadiyabu.
Nadiyabu.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Because Abu.
Because Abu.
Because of Bak.
Because of Bak.
Because of Zalmanah.
Because of Zalmanah.
Kamasaya Kumba.
Kayasari Kamba.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Omar.
Omar.
Nair Rashad.
Nair Rashad.
Lanawa.
Alawa.
Af. Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahaya.
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 Chayatumba.
Shayatumba.
Gagala.
Gagala.
Quash.
Quash.
The Pony Rakab.
Pony Rakab.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
The Ira Yaira.
The Ira Yaira.
What color above?
What color above?
Dalahats.
Dalahats.
Aryo.
Aryam.
Khan.
Khan.
The Datma.
The Datma.
Bus Irica.
Bus Irica.
Bus of Apaka.
Bus of Apaka.
Deba Halam.
Deba Halam.
Mala'ah.
Mala'ah.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Weba Kwashu.
Weba Kwashu.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashu.
Bashu.
Weba Baal.
Weba Baal.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Weba Kapar.
Weba Kapar.
Weba Bad.
Weba Bad.
Weba Da'ai.
Weba Da'ai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata. Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Badka.
Badka.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Karatazah.
Al-Karatazah.
Al-Waramah.
Waramah in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo.
For lo.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate
have
thee.
lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy
They
people.
consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
have said.
They have said,
Come,
Come.
let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against
They
thee.
are confederate against
the
thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Moab.
Moab.
And Hagarene.
Hagarene.
Baal and Ammon.
Baal and
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. As the brook of Kishon. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make the nobles like a reb. And like the egg. Yea. All their princes. As Sabbath. And as Yahanna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh my power. Make them like a wheel. As a stubble before the wind. As a fire burneth the wood. And as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it.
Psalm, which means to turn. Yeshabian, which means to be seated.
All right, men up here, Yeshabian, which means to be seated. All right, we're going to continue on where we left off from last week. We're going to get the scripture first in Hebrew, and then we're going to read it in English. We're going to get Psalms 51, 5 through 11. If you can get Mataya, get me 5 and 6, and then Shapak, can you close it out?
Come. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 51, verse 5. Hana, Ba'awa na, Ba'awa one. Kawa lataya. Kalataya. Wabakata. Yakam the Dunya. Amaya. Verse 6. Hana. Hana. Amath. Kapataza. Batakwa. Wabasatum. Kakama. So the wad select the wad ya ein ya the wad ein ya.
Most high.
Book of Psalms, chapter 51, verse 7. Dakatanya, Ba'azawab, Wa'atahar, Basanya, Wamashalag, Alabayan, verse 8. Dasha Ma'anya, Shashawan, Washa Kama, Dagalana,
It's like that's Washamka.
Washamka. Washamka. Dagalana. Atazam Mawath. Itazam Mawath. Dakayath, verse 9. Hasathar, Punyaka. Makata'aya. Wakal. Iwanathya. Makah, verse 10. La. Tahawar. 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 Bara'ah. Layah. Alahayim. Warawak. Nakawan. Kadash. Bakarabia.
Brotherhood is a what?
Huh?
Brotherhood is a what?
You know what I'm saying? It's Nakawan. Verse 11. Al. Dasha Yakanya. Malapanyaka. Warawak. Quadashak. Al. The quash. The quack. Mamanya.
Most High in Christ. We're going to read that same passage, Psalms 51, 5 through 11 in English.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 51, chapter 5. Verse 5. Salaki. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou dearest truth in the inward part. Salaki. Behold, thou dearest truth.
Desires.
Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part thou shall make me to know wisdom. Verse 7. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Verse 9. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all my iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Verse 11. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me.
Most High in Christ. Real quick, just to know, this is King David that's talking, and he's acknowledging the sins that he has committed, and he's begging the Most High to turn your face away from my sins, and don't take away your spirit away from me. Why? Because if he takes the Most High takes his spirit away from us, we're left with this broken state that we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? With the month of June in America, and frankly all around the world. Just the spirit of getting high, finessing each other, not what I'm saying. Just looking to our brother as the op. That's what we left with when the Most High takes the spirit away from us. You got something?
Shalagi speaking is taking the spirit away.
Mm-hmm.
Even in right here in Psalms, David described it even better and more in depth to answer a lot of questions. You know, how Christian church says it's an imaginary place we go when we die.
Mm-hmm.
He even described what happens if the Most High takes his face away from him. Book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 29. Shalagi. He turned. Shalagi. 104. That's 105. Shalagi. Here you go. Thou hidest thy face. They are troubled. Thou takest away their breath. They die and return to their dust. Thou sendest forth thy spirit. They are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth. You know what I'm saying? The Most High take his gaze away from you, you're going to die.
That is true. Yes. If he does, and he has turned his face away from us for 400 some years, longer than that, really. And what do? We died horribly,
right?
Horribly. Thank the Most High for actually waking up. The men who established this school in 1969 and raised up men like Commanding General Yahanna, and all the generals and all the captains and all the officers, so that we can actually be here and actually have a place to be, right? So that the Most High can shine his or cast his spirit on us. You had something?
Kind of, I would say to that scripture to the Edomites that died in that submarine.
I would tell them that, but we can't find them.
Right.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Nah. We go. Nah. We can go on all day, but we're not. Slakia. We're gonna continue on. Shapai, if we could get the next one, Psalms 51, 12 through 18.
Come on, sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 51, verse 12. Hasha Yabah, La Yah, Shashawan, Yasha Ika, Wak, Nada Yabah. That's a Makanya. Verse 13. Ala Madah, Pasha Ayam. The rock. So the rock yaka. Like waka ta'ayam. Alyaka. Yasha Wabua. Verse 14. Hatazaya Lanya. Madamim, Alahayim, Alahaya, Dasha wa Ith, yeah, Tharanan, Lashawanya, Tazadak, Tazad Quas, Thak, dang, hold on, I got it. Tazad the Quaska.
Tazadaka.
Tazadaka. Verse 15. Adanya. Shapathya. The Pathak. Wapya. Wapaya or Wapya? Wapaya. Yaga Yad. The Halathaka. The Halathak. Verse 16. Kaya La'a. The Kapataza. The Kapataza. Yeah, I couldn't get it. It didn't sound right. The Kapataza, the water. Zabak. What Athana. I will la. The Rataza. Verse 17. Zabakia. Alahayim. Rawak. Nasha Bara. La. Nashabar. Wana Daka. Alahayim. La'a. Tabaza. Verse 18. Haya to Yab. Haya to Yaba. Haya to Ba. But Ratas the one. Oh, Slack. Let me take it back. But Ratas the Wanak. As. Taza Yawan. Tabana. Kawamwas. Yara Salam. Yara wa Shalom.
We're going to read the same passage in English, Psalms 51, 12 through 18.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 51, verse 12. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee.
So he's saying first you got is asking to restore his soul and uphold with me thy free spirit. So he's saying, he He was one way, and he has to get clean in order for him to teach others to get clean.
Right.
That's nowhere in the Christian church that they do that. No, because of the pastor. You seen the what happened the other day where it was a pastor who killed his wife and then killed himself in front of their 3 kids.
Oh wow.
This just happened the other day. This just happened. So what in the world is going on in a Christian church where the leader of the church is doing that to his own family? Lord be with them kids. Lord be with them kids. Lord allow they will not grow up to be their parents.
Right.
Because Christianity destroyed that family. Mm-hmm. What in the hell was going on in that church for them to do that, something like that? You have some?
Come. He broke one of their Christian golden rules. Thou shalt not kill. Their 10 commandments.
Well,
twice.
Well, it says thou shalt not kill. It's translated as that thou shalt not kill, but of course the Most High is not going to stand by and let you get slaughtered.
Right.
What that means is thou shalt not be murdered. Thou shalt not murder. Right. And that's exactly what this brother did. He murdered his wife in front of his kids.
And murdered himself.
But yeah, he broke a law. But he must have been breaking other laws before he got to this one.
Right.
Before he got to his final one. You got something?
And that is like one of the most selfish things you could do.
Leading
kids like that, and just everybody, you just thinking to yourself when you do something like that.
Get counsel. Right. Get counsel. Right? Let's keep reading.
Come. Verse 14. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O God, thou God of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud of thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall shew forth thy praise. Verse 16. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifice of God are a broken spirit, a broken and a contrite heart. O God, thou wilt not despise. Verse 8.
So real quick, what he's saying is the Most High doesn't want your sacrifice, doesn't want what you call a sacrifice, doesn't want your your false praise and whatnot. What he wants is you to be broken. He wants your spirit to be broken. What was that Beyonce song that Big Frida was dancing to? You won't break my soul. That's exactly what the that's exactly what the Most High wants. He wants to break your spirit. Why? Because a broken spirit means you ain't gonna go against his orders. You ain't gonna go against his commands. That's exactly what he wants. You won't break my okay. I wonder how big Frida's spirit is, because I know he's seeing all these tapes. I know he's seeing all these tapes. His spirit is broken. I know that big-eyed, other bastard, that dude, I know he took down that video of him dancing too. I seen your video. You lucky. You lucky niggas, you lucky brothers ain't going out there and finding it. I know it was out there. I seen it. I know he took it down and put it in the catacombs with all the other, stuff that they try to bury. That's gonna come out too. Watch. Salaki, let's keep reading.
Come. Verse 18.
We're gonna be here all day. Salaki.
Do good in thy good pleasure unto Zion. Build thou the walls of Jerusalem.
Most High in Christ. That man up here, I say Amajam, which means to stand. Gar Amaj, present thyself.
Kagama, Banya Howda, Banya Shala.
Kagama, Banya Howda, Banya Shala.
Yahba Shimei Shabrakta.
Yahba Shimei Shabrakta. Then up here, Yeshavi, I want you to be seated. We're going to continue on in the Hebrew. We're going to get Psalms 51:19 and then 52, 1 through 6. You could take that?
In the Hebrew. Isaiah. Azah. Tha Kapataza. Zabakaya. Zabakia. Tazadak. Iwala. Wakalau la. Azah. Ya Iloa. Al. Ma Zabak. Ma Zabakak. Parium. Psalms 52. Salaki. Lamanata.
No, Psalms 52, verse 1.
Okay, come. Psalms 52, verse 1. Maha. Data halal. Baraiha. Haga bawar. Kasat. Al. Kal. Hayawam. Verse 2. Ha wawath. Thakashab. Lasha wanak. Kata ira. Malatash. Aisha Ramaya. Verse 3. Ahabath. Ra'ai. Matawab. Shakor. Shakor. Shakwar. Madabar. Tazadak. Salah. Verse 4. Ahabath. Kal. Debaria. Balai. Lasha 1. Marama. Verse 5. Gama. Al. Gum. Al. Yatatazak. La Natazak. Ya Kathak. Wayasakak. Mahal. Wa Shara Shak. Maharataza. Ma'arataza. Kayayam. Salah. Verse 6. Wayara Awa. Wayara Awa. Taza de ya Taza Daya Kwa Yum. Taza de Yakyum. I said the water. Wa Yayara Awa. Wa I Layawa. Wa Alyawa. Yasha Kwawa.
Okay. We're going to continue on. We're going to read this in English. You're going to get Psalms 51, 19, and then 52, 1 through 6.
Psalms 51 and 19. Then shalt thou be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offerings and whole burnt offerings. Then they shall offer bullocks upon thy altar. Psalms 52 and 1. Why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of God endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Salah. Thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Thou shalt likewise destroy thee forever.
Read that one more.
God shall likewise destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place, to root thee out of the root thee out of the land of the living. Salah. The righteous also shall see and fear, and shall laugh at him.
Hold on, real quick. So when something like this happens, people say, why is this happening? It's not only to judge that person, and honestly, it may not even be to judge that person. It may be a warning for someone else.
Right.
How do we know this? Because of what was Elijah? I think it was Elijah when the Most High told him to go and do his work, and he wanted to lay upon his woman. What was it?
It was Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. It was Ezekiel. The water. It was Ezekiel who the Most High told him to go and do work, and he wanted to lay up on his woman. And the Most High was like, "Oh, really? You think I'm the one to be toyed with?" And he went and killed his woman because he didn't obey God.
Right.
See, that's something we have to take into consideration. If we want to disobey God, He may punish you by punishing someone you love.
Right.
He very may well do something like that just to get you in line.
Right.
Just to get you in line. Now you gotta consider this. Do you think smoking weed or sleeping with some whore or lying or committing murder or doing any of this stuff is worth someone being punished over something that you did or you could have avoided? Is any of that stuff worth it? What's worse? All right, it's bad. It's bad enough the brother Ezekiel, the prophet Ezekiel, lost his woman. What could have happened was she had a stroke. What could have happened? She could have survived the stroke. Now he has to be the caregiver for her for life and visibly see her suffer because of some stuff he did.
Right.
That's even tougher. You see these people on these wheelchairs and whatnot, and they can't do anything without the person who's pushing the wheelchair. Consider that next time you want to blaze up. Consider that next time you want to holler at someone else's woman. Consider all of that. You have something?
Oh, Sly, just to add on to what you were saying, the Lord is such a gangster. He not only killed his wife, he told him, you better not cry.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. He couldn't even mourn her. Now there's a law in our book, in our documents, in our records, it says we are allowed to mourn for 7 days. The Most High told him you can't do none of that.
Right.
You can't even do that. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Salakia. Is that it?
Not live. Verse.
Yeah, that was it. That was six. That was six.
Kind.
All right. Get the next section as well. Psalms 52, 7 through 9, and then 53, 1 through 4.
Psalms 52, verse 7. Okay, I got it. Hana, Hagabar, La'ah, Yashayam, Alahayam, Ma I Wazawa, Waya Batak, Barab, Aisharwa, Yaiza, Bahawathawa. Okay, Bahawathwa. Verse 8. Wa'anaya, Kazayath, Ra'ainan, Babayath, Alahayam, Batakathia, Kasad, Alahayam, Walam, Wa'id, verse 9. Awadak, La'ila Walam, Kaya, Ashiyath, Hakawa, Wa'akwa, Shamak, Kaya, Tawab, Nagad, Kasa Yayak, Kasa Yadika, Psalms 50. Psalm 53, verse 1. Amar, Nabal, Balabawa, Ayan, Alahayim, Hasha Kwa Yatawa, Wahatai, Yabawa, Iwal, Ayan, Aisha, Tawab, verse 2. Alahayam, Masha, Masham Yam, Hasha Kwa Yap, Al, Bunya, Adam, Lara Awath, Hayash, Mashaka Yal,
Darash, Alahayim, verse 3. It's a Kalawa, Sag, Yakadawa, okay, Kalasalaki, Yakadawa, Na'a Lakawa, Na'a Lakwa, Ayan, Aisha, Tawa, Ayan, Gum, Akkad, verse 4. Allah, Yada Iwa, oh, Salaki, Hala'a, Yada Iwa, Pa'alia, Awan, Akalia, Imaya, Salaki, Imya, Akawa, Lakam, Alahayam, La'a, Quara.
We're going to continue reading this passage in English. That's Psalms 52, 7 through 9, and then 53, 1 through 4.
Verse 7. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in his abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I will praise thee forever, because thou hast done it. And I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. Psalm 53, verse 1. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and they done abundant, abominable iniquities.
Corrupt are they.
I'm gonna start from verse 1 again. The fool have said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. God looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek God. Every one of them is gone back. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, not one. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread? They have not called upon God.
Most High in Christ. All right, Shapat, if you take the next passage, Psalms 53, 5 and 6, and then 54, 1 through 5.
Come. Book of Psalms, chapter 53, verse 5. Sham, Pakadwa, Pakad, La'a, Hayah, Pakad, Kaya, Alhayim, Pazar, Itazim Awath, Kanak, Habashath, Habashatha, Kaya, Alahayim, Ma'asam, verse 6, Maya, Yathan, Mataza Yawan, Yasha Iwath, Salafi, Yasha Allah, Bashawab, Alahayim, Wabayath, Shabayath, Shabayath. I can't remember. Shabawath. Salafi. Iwa, Yago, Yaiqua, Yashamak, Yasha Book of Psalm, chapter 54, verse 1. Baba Wa'ar, Hazayapyim, Wa'amawa, Lasha Wall, Hala'a, Dawadad, Masa Tathar, Aimanya, Alahayim, Bashamak, Hawasha Ya'anya, Wabaga, Bawarathka, Wabaga, Barathaka. Nice. Theta Yananya, verse 2. Alahayim, Shemai, Thepalathia, Ha'azayanya, sorry, Ha'azayana, Ha'azayana, La'amaria, Paya, verse 3. Kaya, Zarayan, Kwamawa, Alia, Wa Ira, Yatisayam, Bakwashwa, Napashwa, La'a, Shemawa, Alahayim, La Nagadam, Salah. Verse 4. Hana, Alahayim, Izar, Laya, Adanya, Basamaki, Napashia. Verse 5. Yeshua, Hara'ai, Lashararia, Ba'amathaka, Hatazama Yatham. That's it.
Most High in Christ. All right, we're going to read that same passage, Psalms 53, 5 and 6, and then 54, 1 through 5 in English.
Psalms 55 and verse.
Psalms 53,
5 and 6. Psalms 53, verse 5. I got you right here. Verse 5. There were they in great fear, where no fear was, for God hath scattered the bones of him that encampeth against thee. Thou hast put them to shame, because God has despised them. Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion, when the God bringeth back the captivity of his people. Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. Psalms 54, verse 1. Save me, O God, by the name of the judge, by the name, and judge me by thy strength. Hear my prayers, O God. Give ear to the words of my mouth, for strangers are arise up against me. Verse 3. For the strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not set God before them. Salah. Behold, God is my helper, and the Lord is with them that uphold my soul. Verse 5. He shall reward evil unto mine enemies. Cut them off in thy truth.
Most High in Christ. Now, people don't really realize that this is a song. And when Christians in church talking about they singing gospel songs, they singing songs and whatnot, none of them are saying, kill my enemies for me.
Right. Right.
Lack of better words. This is exactly what he's praying for. He's singing to the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? I am worshiping you. You are my power. So deliver me from these people, these heathens that come up against me. And how can he do that? By sending them in the submarine. Slack it.
I was gonna say, Christians sing songs about the month of June.
All day long. All day long. All day long. You had something, Shabbat?
Oh, Slack, sir. Now, I was noticing in the chat there's somebody who keep putting laugh emojis, right? Now I'm watching. The more they keep putting emojis, the more people keep coming watch. So thanks a lot for the laugh emojis.
I would say our deepest condolences from the bottom of our hearts.
I see what you did there.
I see what you did. Yeah.
Most High in Christ. With that, men up here, I say, imagine. Mataya, present thyself.
Mataya ban bayam yam banya shala.
Mataya ban bayam yam banya shala.
Ya ba shem ya shabakta.
Ya ba shem ya shabakta. All right. Shaman, which means to be seated. All right, we're going to continue on. Mateo, get Psalms 54, 6 and 7. And Shapai, if you could take 1 through 5, Papa Shah.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 54, verse 6. Banadaba, Azabka, Laka, Awad, Awada, Shamak, Yahweh, Kaya, Tawab. Verse 7. Kaya, Makal, Tazara, Hataza Yalan, yeah. Hataza Layan, yeah. Waba Ayabaya, Ra'ata, Ayanya.
Most High in Christ.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 1. Ha'ayazana, Alahayim, Thapalathia, all, Tata Ilam, Masa Kanasya. Verse 2. Hakwa Shiyaba, Laya, Wa Ainanya, Irayad, Bashiyatya, Wa Ahayama. Verse 3. Makwawal, Awayab, Mapanya, Ikwath, Rashai, Kaya, Yamayatwa, Alya, Ayan, Awan, Waba Apa, Yashitam one ya. Yashitam one ya. Verse 4. Labia, slide. Yakayo, Wakwarabya. What a Yamwath, Mawath, Nepal, Alya. Verse 5. Yaba'ah, Wara'id, Yaba'ah, Baya, Yatha Kasanya, Wakasayanya, Watha Kasayanya, Palatas of Wath.
Most High in Christ. We'll read that same passage in English. We're going to read Psalms 54, 6 and 7, and 55, 1 through 5.
Come on. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 54, verse 6. I will freely sacrifice unto thee. I will praise thy name, O Lord, for it is good. For he have delivered me out of all trouble, and my eye have seen his desire upon my enemies. It's the book of Psalms 55, verse 1.
Now that's heavy right there. Real quick, he says, "Mine eye has seen his desire upon my enemies." He's seen his enemies fall with his own eye. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Christians say, don't worry about it. God will get it. But that's something. That's one thing just to know, or to believe that the Most High is going to avenge you. And there's a whole different thing for it to be seen right there in front of your eyes. Just like what Captain Shock was bringing out Wednesday, how, you know, that devil was like, God, strike me down. And then you just hear a thunderclap. This nigga, it's like, this devil's just laying on the ground before your eyes. Like, come on, man.
Right.
That's heavy right there. That's heavy. The right there camp this past week. There was a shim that was in front of a camp or in front of the camp. You know, I say that because you couldn't tell what if it was one way or the other. Was coming up against the camp, and someone how was it put? Has seen the desire of the Most High put upon the enemy at that point in time.
Right. That's
heavy right there. You had some?
Yeah, my favorite one, the first one I ever seen when the Lord did that. When the devil kept coming up against the camp, and then he started bringing a bullhorn out, and then the next week he came out with that same bullhorn, and that big dude, the colossal dude that was standing over there agreeing with us the whole time. Like, I'm off on the side, and he came right in my face with that bullhorn, was talking all that trash, and you know, I'm keeping discipline, and out of nowhere, here come the colossal dude, and he almost smacked his face. He smacked the whole bullhorn out his head. Batteries all in the middle of 8th Street, you know, 7th Street. Like, I'm like, Barakatah Yahweh by Yahweh Shah.
Man,
you know
I remember that clear as day because he was over on my side. He was over on my side, and I was like, man, this dude, you know, because that dude came like to disturb the camp like clockwork.
Right.
And I was like, man, it's about time for this nigga to come by. You know, I'm just looking, and the big dude was just standing right in front of me. And, you know, he was, you know, grinning and he was talking his talk and whatnot. And then I saw something change. I didn't even hear the devil. I saw something change in his face, and he just like targeted in. Right. I was like, oh, I know what it is. Yeah. I know what it is. I went over there, handled the business. That devil hadn't been back since.
Yeah.
Hadn't been back since.
It's like, if I may, he did come back, but he didn't say anything.
I never seen him.
Because he didn't say anything. He walked right past us.
I ain't never seen him. I never seen him.
I saw him.
Yeah, good.
I saw him. Yeah. The Most High fixed him real quick, shut him right up.
Yep.
Most High crazy.
Keep reading.
Come on. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 1. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend unto me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise. Verse 3, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. My heart is sore pain within me, and the terrors of death are fallen upon me. Verse 5, fearfulness and trembling are come upon me, and horror have overwhelmed me.
I'm gonna take this last one if I could. Psalms 55, 6 through 12. Verse 6. Wa mar maya yathan la ya abar ya slakia kaya wana I.S.U.P.K wa shakana. Verse 7. Hana arak yakwa nadad al yun bama dabar salah. Verse 8. Aka yasha ma palat la ya marawak sa'ai masa'ira. Verse 9. Bala'ai Adunya Palag Lasha Slakia Lasha Wanama Kaya Ra Ayathan Slakia Ra'ai Yathia Kamasa Wara Yab Ba Ayar. Verse 10. Waya mum wala yala Yasa Waba Al Kama Ka Wa Mafia Wa Awan Wa Imal Bakura Rabah, verse 11. Ha Wa Wath Bakura Wa Ba Wala'a Yama Yash Ra Slaka Mar Ra Slaka Mar Ra Ra Kaba Thaka Wa Ma Rama verse 12. Kaya La'a Wa Slaka Awa Yab Yaha Rapanya Wa Sha'a La'a Ma Shana'aya Al Ya Hagadya Yala Wa Asathar Slaka Mamanwa. That was it. We're going to continue on reading this in English. Psalms 55, 6 through 12.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 6. And I said, oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest. Lo, then would I rather wander far off and remain in the wilderness. Selah. Verse 8. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongue, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Verse 10. Day and night they go about it upon the walls thereof. Mischief also and sorrow are in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst. Wickedness is in the midst. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. Verse 12. For it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him.
Most High in Christ. We have any, before I close out, we have any last minute questions or comments? Anything online? Anything online?
Nah, nothing online. Let me check. I'll check the YouTube.
Nah,
quick.
sorry.
Conference.
And with that, I'm in up here. I say a margin, which means a stand.
SHALAM.
Mikey, which means to stand. Wapa Yahakwadon, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahawah, Melakufka, Taba'ah, Ratazayik, Hayah, I.S.U.P.K, Baratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Hashemayim, Thunder now, Lakam, Kyle, Yawam, Masalak now, Kabawaf now, Kasalak now, Kabawaf now, Bala'ah, Taba'ah now, Magasayawam, Abo, Abashai now, Mayam, Right, Kaya, Aka, Hamalak, Baha'ala, Batapar,
Amen. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Give us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Lead us not
into temptation. But
deliver us.
From evil.
From evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it. We're going to say Hakak, the power, Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Baba Kashah, Thunder now, Hakak, Ba'apa'ah, Makal Madawa, Kal Makala, Kal Madawa, Hakak, Atahar, Amatazariah, Hakak, Ahaki, Amafi, Hakak, Akawa, Tama'ala, Hakar Hashem, Yahweh Shah,
In English, Yahawah. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. We're going to say, bless Israel, Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Barak Ladaw, Wayasha'ala, Bahabiyah, Sapari, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Wada Amon,
In English, Yahawah.
Yahawah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And school.
And school.
Bless. Heal. Shield. Protect.
Our
loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you. So be it.
So be it. Let's say Psalm 121. Asha'ah,
Ayah.
Ahahari, Ma'ayah, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahawah, I.S.U.P.K, Shemayim, Ma'aratazah, Ayathan, Namawat, Regalka, Ayalawam, Shemaka, Hana, La'ah, Nanawam, Bala'ah, Yayashah, Shawamah, Yasha'ala, Yahawah, Shemaka, Yahawah, Zalka, Al-Yah, Yamlika, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakab, Ayarak, Alayallah, Yahawah, Yashemar, Makal Yashemar, After Pascha, Yahawah, Yashemar, Taza'afka, Labu'afka, Ma'itha, Ma'itawalam,
In English, I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
What's coming from my help?
From whence cometh my help?
Coming from Yahweh.
Help coming from Yahweh.
He made heaven and earth.
He made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee,
He that keepeth
will
thee,
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel,
he that keepeth Israel,
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out,
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
Even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. We'll say Psalms 83, Alahaya, Adonai Lakah, Atakarash, Atashakrat, Yahanna, I.S.U.P.K, Yahanna, Umashinaika, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Yawiyama, Sawar, TITHES, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amara, Akawa, Nagoya, Mala'ah, Yassakar, Shem Yashar, Aiwar, Kaya, TITHES, Yakab, Al-Yakab, Yakarath, Ahali, Adawam, Wayashema'ala, Mama Hungarian, Gabal, I Malak, Al-Shah, Al-Nishabi, Tazawul, Gam-Ashawul, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zawawai, Bayalawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Ramadu, Sarah, Kayabi, Manakal, Yashua, Nashimadu, Vayanda Ira, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamu, Nadiyamu, Kaira, Kazabak, Kazamina, Kanasaya Kamu, Kashar, Amar, Naya Rashad, Nanawa, Nawa, Alahaya, Shayatamu, Kagab, Kakwash, the Pyrakab, Ka'ash, the Ira, Kalahaba, the Hats, Haryam, Khan, the Gatma, Bus Irica, Bus of the Pathas, Deba Halam, Mal'a, Panyaham, Palawam, Wayba Kwasha, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashra, Wayba Wayba Kapar, Wayba Badwa, Wayba Ira, Kaya, Shaka, Yahawa, Babaka, Al-Yawan, Al-Ka'arataza, the Wadaman.
Keep not thy sound, so Yahweh.
Keep not thy sound, so Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
For Yahweh.
For Yahweh.
For lo.
Thy
enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
They that hate
have
thee.
lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
Consulted against thy hidden ones.
They consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come, let's cut them all.
Let's cut them all.
Being a nation.
Being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
In the name of Israel.
There be no more remembrance.
There be no more remembrance.
They have consulted together.
They consulted together.
One consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against.
They are confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Moab. Hagarine. Baal and Amalek.
Amalek.
Philistines.
With
the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashes also joined with them.
Ashes also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
The brook of Kishon.
The brook of Kishon.
Perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make the nobles like a red.
Make the nobles like a red.
Like Ze'eb.
Like Ze'eb.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Sabbath.
As Sabbath.
And as Zamunah.
As Zamunah.
Who said, let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
Hold my power.
Hold my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As stubble before the wind.
As stubble before the wind.
As a fire burning for wood.
As a fire burning for wood.
And as a flame set the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
With
thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let it be confounded.
Let it be confounded.
In trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let it be put to shame.
Let it be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That they may know.
That they may know.
That thou. Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Of all the earth.
All the earth.
So be it.
So be it. We'll say the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Mama Yaka Allah.
Mama Yaka Allah.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Batazah B'yah.
Batazah B'yah.
Alawap Yahanna.
Alawap Yahanna.
Ha Alawap.
Ha Alawap.
Ha Saranya.
Ha Saranya.
Akwata Sayoyo.
Akwata Sayoyo.
Nakal Yoyo.
Nakal Yoyo.
Waha Rafi.
Waha Rafi.
Yahweh. Shim Yahweh Shai.
Shim Yahweh Shai.
Wada Amon.
Wada Amon. In English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Generals.
Generals.
Captains.
Captains.
The officers.
Officers.
Troopers.
Troopers.
And assistants.
And assistants.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
We'll say the curses. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
All things living.
All things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
Teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And shake loose.
The treasures of the rich of Israel.
Treasures of the rich of
That
Israel.
refuse to get to the school.
That refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
Went into thy sanctuary.
Into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
The nations.
The nations.
And the drug dealers.
And the drug dealers.
Courses. Princes. Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our
And
enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope. Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse Comitatus.
gay movement, lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, any airways, cable access channel, and a radio channel, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, try and stop us, broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the planes, let loose all the planes, causing to go to and fro through the earth, and consume them, let the plagues, shake the house of the thief, and the murderer, let Yahushua, Michael and Gabriel, came down with the flying saucers, and punish all the heathen that come up against us, as we speak thy word, cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it, cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world, and the shake that coming, in the name of Yahushua, thank you always, so be it.
Saul, which means to turn. Been a visual, gird thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakya.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakya. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakya. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Ma'am Shabbat, Emmanuel, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakya.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakya.
Yah Yamata, class dismissed.